Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. So this is, I guess the part 2 of just me going over the workshop items. Because as I did the last video, you basically unlock some items. When you're going through Nuka-World, you unlock quite a fair decent amount of items in the workshop just after you've done the initial count when you first meet Gage. And you know you've had, I won't spoil too much, but when you've been to the Dodge Cars area, you will unlock some items. But then once you've cleared out all of the various areas of the park, you will actually unlock items for each area you clear out. So for the Nuka-Cola bottling plant there, you unlock some cool stuff. For the Kiddie Kingdom, you unlock some cool stuff, and etc, etc. So I thought I'd do, just to make it so it's easier for people to know what they unlock at certain stages, I'd do a little video just on exactly those items. I have been working on this, by the way. I may have made something cool, then went out to the pub and then realised I'd forgotten to save and lost everything. So it's cool, I'll make it again, but better, stronger than before. Right, so it's in the decoration tabs. It'll be under Nuka-World. This is where the new stuff is. There are a couple of bits as well, which I'm going to go to in a second, but this is where the main bulk of stuff is added. So you'll probably notice you already had some of these tabs already, but you notice you have now one for literally everything. I blinked, the miscellaneous was still there. So let's go from the start here. So we've got Nuka Town, USA. I don't remember if I can't remember actually what specifically we got, so just quickly go through these again so you've seen. I believe all of these, all of these aren't new. So that's all the same from what you unlocked before. Same with the Nuka-Cade as well, and I don't believe there's nothing there. But now is where you start getting new stuff. So this is what you get from the Galactic Zone. So you get a nice little Nuka Girl cutout, which I quite like. Where are we going to go? Sexy Nuka Lady. Sexy Nuka Lady. Get there, Treacle. You live there now. That looks perfect. Wee little alien cutout. Really nice posters. And I've used these before in my last build, and you probably noticed that they do actually glow, but there's no power going to this area. So we've got new posters. Lots of decoration pieces that we've been getting in this one, which are pretty cool. Let me just quickly show you these actually very briefly, so you can just see they do in fact glow, and they glow really brightly. I said in my last video, but I'll just quickly just do this so you can see. So they're pretty bright, and you can turn them off and on as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty pleased with those. Just turn you off actually, because I know there are some lights added as well. So alongside those, quickly just go back. You've got some other funky stuff from the Galactic Zone. So alongside the posters, you've actually got a giant rocket ship. And another rocket ship, which are rather cool. It is a little bit, the stuff you get in this is a little bit over the top. I'm completely honest. I think some people might be put off for just how, because it is quite silly. But I think it's good fun. And a lot of this stuff will actually merge well. Maybe just not collectively, but individually, like might make some weird little builds with it. So then you got the Dry Rock Gulch. Got some fake cactuses, more fake cactuses, fake shopkeepers, cowboys, and so on. I'm actually quite pleased that we've got these little cardboard cutouts, because you could just, I guess maybe I slightly decorate in a slightly quirky, insane way at times, and I like it. Some of this stuff is a bit more practical. So you got hay bales, a hitchin post, and this is good actually. This is a feed trough for Brahmin. Like, it's a different one, and I'm going to probably start using this one more, because I always find the bathtub just looks a little bit too silly. That, you know, everyone seems to have a porcelain bathtub on hand, rather than just actually making something out of wood. But yeah, so that's pretty useful. You can assign Brahmin to that. Well, you can't really put it down, they'll go to it. So that's pretty cool. After that, you've got the Kiddie Kingdom. Now, I did say things are a little bit silly. So you've got a giant ice cream that you can sink into the ground. Another giant ice cream. I'm not going to lie, I probably won't use barely anything from this tab, because it is just a little bit stupid. And they're quite huge. Like, these things, they don't fuck around. Orange gumdrop, various gumdrops. The exception, and I've seen lots of people do this, and I'm totally do this as well, is you get these wee race cars. I am going to make a race car bed, because that is what we were all denied when we were younger. So you can just basically rug glitch a bed inside there, and you can have a race car bed. That'll be awesome. Super awesome. And then we get the throne, which I know for a fact was already there at the start. I think for all of these tabs, I believe you had one out of all of them or something, but a very funky looking throne. I like to think Mammy Murphy would probably want that chair, but she's already got one. The Safari Adventure. You've got a Big Bear statue. You've got a Harambe statue. I am going to be making a Harambe shrine. Don't worry, it'll probably be next week, though. So don't you worry, you're going to get some really clickbaity video saying Shrine to Harambe. Don't you worry. You know I'm going to do it, but I just have been a bit distracted this week. Got some snakes. Plus, I want it to be cool. It's not really going to be like a build video as such. It'll be more of a tour where I show you, because it's going to be quite complex. These are basically, I don't know what kind of snakes they are, but they seem to be enjoying their Nuka-Cola quite well. A few more posters. I don't know if these were already in there. Let's have a gander. Keep hands our cage. If only we had cages to put our animals in beyond the ones that they initially come in, so we can keep them caged properly. That one's quite ridiculous. And I guess alright. Adding a bit more detail. Not really interesting. I do like the, obviously, you know. I swear they added that in afterwards, because they're like, oh my god, the memes, the sick dank memes that are already stale as fuck but still make me giggle. So in the Nuka-Cola bottling plant you get some more stuff. I quite like this, actually. This is the kind of stuff I will probably actually use, because the reason being is, even though it's still a little bit over the top, it's not colourful. Like, this stuff looks way too crisp and clean, whereas this is slightly shitty, and I like it. So you're possibly going to see these Nuka-Cola bottles quite often in my builds. Just the cruddy ones, basically, because they just look nice, and I imagine we can do some quite fun stuff with them. This one looks a little bit silly. It's just a bit too clean, but it'll be fun in a fun build. But these I can see. I can see myself using these, as well as the robots and maybe the Harambe Shrine. And then I don't believe we've got anything else in the MISC tab. No, nothing new there. Right, now we do have a couple of bits. It wasn't in here. No, nothing in here. Let me just double check, so I make a fool of myself. I don't believe so. I was expecting them to actually add in, because there's Nuka-Cola bins, but they don't appear to have added those in. So what we've got alongside that, just in the light section, I don't know if this might have been added on, but I didn't show it in my last video, so I thought I'd show it now. But I believe these are added in after you unlock the park, so I may be incorrect. You've got a couple of new street lights, which I really like. So you've got this one here, which is a bit more of just a standard, but it's got a nice style to it. But this one, which is grand, which is that one with a Nuka-Cola flag going down the side of it. You've got a normal street light there, and then you've got basically that one with a flag on it. So I quite like these a lot. I believe those are the only ones, and to my knowledge, that is the only stuff that you unlock that I didn't show in my last video. Now, there are some other things that you do unlock after this stuff as well. As I mentioned before, that I'm not playing this as a raider, so basically there are some raider shops, and even some like perks and stuff, so I won't be doing those ever at all in a video, so unfortunately, unless they patch it and allow me to put it in, then I will. But yeah, so this is all the stuff that basically you can get. This and the last video is all the stuff you can get without actually becoming a raider. So this is pretty cool. I'm quite pleased with it. I'm glad they actually made it so you actually unlock stuff in tiers. And there's some really funky, silly stuff here, right? So I'm quite pleased with the decorations. And I think lots of these will be very situational. But I do like those Nuka-Cola bottles a lot. These are absolutely, completely ridiculous, and I'm never going to use... Maybe, I don't know, I'll find a use for them, but the race cars are grand. So yes, I'll have another video I will do, because I basically built the walls of this place out of, like, buses and boxcars and concrete and junk fences. Pretty cool, but then I forgot to save. And then went out to the pub, and then reloaded and lost everything. It was really annoying. I'd recorded all my footage, so I will have that done tomorrow. As always, follow me on Twitter, at norespawns. We'll see what I'm up to. I've got a bit of a weird week, so I might not have as many videos or any videos over this weekend, just as an FYI, but I will at least definitely have one on Monday. We've just got a bit of a situation. Follow me on Twitter to see what that is. Anyway, I love you all, and you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.